get you open. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. She said, my love is like a flower, I'm trying to get you open. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. She said, my love is like a flower, I'm trying to get you open. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. She said, my love is like a flower, I'm trying to get you open.
Okay. Now it's time to begin, I guess. I was here trying to save the settings on YouTube since, they don't actually let me do that properly. So, yeah. Morning. Morning, all. Let me get back to the... Well, at least you have a proper name now. V is for Vengeance. Good morning, Amberline. Good morning, Kaboom. Hey, Rooster. So we're going to get back into our builds, our regular builds today, because, I'm frozen. Okay, here we go. Our regular builds today, because everybody's going to be off, running around playing Expeditions, but Expeditions is a singular experience. So if you haven't played it yet, definitely get in and get started. It's a great lot of fun. You can level up pretty quickly, learn the game as you go, work with others. It's a lot of fun. I'm currently, I think, level 15, trying to get level 16. Couple things are going on over here. I had to fly this thing across, as some of you guys know already. Still have to reconnect the rotors, but all in all, it is here. And that is the important thing. Made it the entire journey across the map. I'm not taking this anywhere close to the ship though, because it gets over there and it gets laggy. So just so you know. Today though, we are going to be finishing up the plane. Not a helicopter, the plane. I've added wheels. So let me just take you through a couple of things that I had to do. So under this first compartment here, yeah, I fixed the nose. I don't know how many of you have actually done the nose. Now, before the nose used to be, the glass for the nose used to be right in the middle. But I actually had to take this up, and I'm using the blocks from the roof of the haunted of SuperNova Academy in order to get a better shape. So I'm using these guys in here. So it allows me to get a 2x2 experience rather than just a 2x4. And it's been a lot more versatile. But the glass needs to be higher, not in the middle. So we're going to be going up away from the rest of the passenger seats, because that's just how planes have it. So, and it's a very important note. Now, I did do a couple things in here. I put 3 balloons on either side of the compartment, and they're currently hidden behind the handy passenger, not passenger, but we have these compartments here, and these are usually used for storage and other stuff. Where the air stewardess, the attendant, will get food and other stuff for this is like the galley, but that's now holding our balloons. And it's important that we have our vertical balloons, and these are higher up than a lot of the other ones. So this is what's going to keep the plane upright. Now, the pilot seat, I do have to come back and add more of the compartment, but on the inside here, I've been going through and adding the console pieces and everything else, trying to make sure that we have a good space and a good experience for the entire thing. So I'm going to come back and add that later on, because the seat now needs to be higher. Now, we have that. One of the important things that I've had to do was add up thrusters at certain points. So these are upward bound thrusters. Those are higher than the regular roof. Then under here, up thrusters, and then I took out this bit so we can actually have landing gear. 2 medium wheels. I think medium wheels are too small. We have to end up taking those out and replacing them with large wheels. But behind here, we also have another compartment. I'm going to take it off the side here. Right. So on both sides, we have a compartment for thrusters. And if you notice to me, thrusters here and then thrusters in the back here to balance up. Now, this back compartment is going to be closed off from the rest of the ship. So we're going to use these back walls to have balloons, but this is going to be measured once we get this off of the jack, because we need to know like what our weight differential is, because the balloons have changed. Once again, they have changed. I've been trying to get the shuttle balanced, and it's annoying because of all of the oops. See, I've added thrusters back here. We have to disable some of these guys, but we're just trying to find the right weight balance here, because we're going to have the tail section weighing this area down, but most of the weight of the plane is to the front. So we got to find the right balance for this. So the balloons that are going to pretty much hold up the rest of the plane and carry that weight distribution forward is going to be mainly in the wings. And this that I've built right now is what most people will actually go ahead to do to try to get their wings. But this is completely flat. And this is not representative of what planes will do. Hey, Anna Katie, good morning. Yeah. I got onto Expeditions last night around after dinner. Haskins and Spixley I played with Spixley and I think Mr. Pizza for a little bit, and they were no longer available. So I got on with Ann Kitty, and we had a bit of a blast with Rod. Ann Kitty is a bit of a killer, guys. Watch out for her. So anyway, the next stage of this is going to be making a proper wing. Now, we can't just take balloons and just slap them in here, mainly because of the look of this. But there's a certain level of accuracy that I always try to achieve, and this is currently not it. This is actually off by a little bit. All right, so what we are going to do is we're going to make this look like a real wing. And to do that, we are going to have to build up. The top of the wing is usually shaped like a feather. So it is a curve and it slants down to the back. The bottom of it is flat. So that's a shape we're going to try to get today, and it's going to affect both wings. Now, since we're here, I should probably do both sides at the same time. Hey, buddy. Surprises of surprises. My son is actually home. He has exams, and he has no more exams this week. I think he doesn't have any more exams for the rest of the term, which is a big surprise to me. But he's home, so he's going to be buzzing around in the background. Hopefully, he will not be making too much noise, right? Okay. So we've established that. Oh, your bacon is there. All right. So let us move on, shall we? Okay. Now, first thing we need to do is, of course, turn this back around. I should go to the other side and start the measure exactly where the wing is, so that we can get a proper start there as well. Let me see. Okay, so let's get rid of that. The sides are going to be our guideline because the sides do curve inward. Now, this is the right place here. Then we're going to bring it out. No, actually, hold on. We can increment this since we have these smaller pieces. So let's get a little bit of SuperNova. And okay, so here we can start with that. And we're going to build off of that and see how we can curve it back and make it look pretty. Just a little pretty. And that's going to kill me. Okay, maybe one more. It's where to begin. Okay, one more is fine. We can do one more. And then work it back. This is how I would normally do it without a curved piece, with an angled piece. So we have begun. Now that is 2 up. Huh. Dang it, I wanted it a little bit higher. I may have to take these wings and bring them down to here so we can have, let's see if we can do that. This is the roof pieces. This is that piece. See, this is a good place to mess around and try to figure things out. Okay. So that should be in a much better place. But now that is going to be off. I think we have to get it forward just a little bit. So let's try again. Has everybody been going out and playing expeditions? Okay, I know we're gonna have some varied experiences. So I'm looking forward to see what everyone thinks of the new mode. All right, we're gonna break it on down. Now is a good time to actually measure everything else. But let's see what we can do here. Two, three, four. Remember, destruction is building. Oh, new skins arrive. Legion, how are ya? Did you have fun with getting back into the mode? I know you've been away for a little bit. Ah, you know what? That feels too low now. Okay, I think that is enough. I went too low. So this should be it, I think. Yeah, this is it. Was in the spring. This ring method is, of course, the advanced method. You don't have to do this, but if you want to look like a boss, then maybe you should. Just saying. We're just going to add these in here for spacers so that we have something to connect to. It makes it much easier when transitioning downward to have something to connect to. And we're not keeping those. More time not no more time efficient. Askins, what's up? Haskins got onto a real tier yesterday. I think he it's fair to say that he loves the new mode, expeditions. I tell you, playing with Haskins is different than playing with Haskins and the team is very different from playing with randoms. Hell, even with Ann Kitty and Rod yesterday, that was a great experience. Afterward, I went back on like late, and I was playing again, and I got paired up with a couple of randoms who completely abandoned me. I was on this pirate excavation site, and we were playing, and all of a sudden, one guy vanishes. Then the next guy vanishes. Before you know it, I'm left there alone, running around, trying to do these missions, trying to avoid all these bosses and everything. I actually lasted quite well. I got 224 kills on that run. Just took it slowly. So it is possible to, you know, to get through on the game without a huge party. But you just have to take things real slow and get a lot of kills. But the betrayal is very palpable. Oh, excuse me. How about? So yeah, total abandonment. I was left all by myself. Okay, where was I? Now wings. That was a good sneeze. Tell you that. Brought up feelings I didn't know I had. Mainly of like, ew, what's that? Okay. Oh my god, this bug is still here. This is the worst bug. Well, not the worst bug, but this one is actually pretty bad. Um Balloons and thrusters, the usual objects that take one hit to destroy, don't take forever. So this is creating a couple of problems. When I was trying to fix the shuttle, this is one of the problems I'm having because it takes 4 hits to destroy a balloon, and this is with a pickaxe. It's like we're punching it. So there are a couple bugs that are very present in the game right now, and you need to be aware of. Regular items like this, not a problem. As soon as you take to a dynamic object, even the thrusters, balloons, whatever, the things that you need to destroy in order to get things going, those are pretty much they're kind of unbreakable. And it's making a couple things a little difficult. Hey, Dirty, what's happening? Feels like I haven't seen you for a while. Well, I actually had a couple of randoms that weren't so bad. We won the game. We worked together well. It was a good experience. So those guys were brilliant. I'll play with those guys again in a heartbeat. But it's the first set of guys just abandoned me. And I sometimes wonder if it's like a bunch of friends. Hell, even I think our random player in the match with Ann Kitty, you had a random player show up, and they actually held themselves together really well. They were very impressive. But I think they abandoned in one of the matches. They abandoned us. So not exactly a great experience all around. That should be longer, shouldn't it? That's going to go below that. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, and we can go below now. If we keep that, and then for this, it actually will go 2 down, 2 deep. It will be more like a 6. Or not. Oh no, because that is too deep. Great. Just trying to figure out the basic geometry here. 1, 2. So I want to keep a nice flow. Oh, so close, so close. Now, well, at least now I can take that one down just a little bit, just a smidge. I got to figure out where that smidge is going to be. All right. I feel inclined. Ba, ba, ba. Let's find. Okay, at least the machine blocks are still one hit, so I don't have to worry too much about those. So if you hit something that's attached to the machine block, then it breaks a lot easier. Basic law of physics and conservation. Nope, that's a lie. All right, son of a me. That's gonna take forever. Ah, crap. I need it to be on top so I can measure it properly so it's aligned properly. So top one and up. There we go. Now we should be able to no, we're not. That's gonna go that way. What am I doing here? I've boxed myself in. Okay, let's try this again. One. It's right there. Right flipping there. Okay. I got this. There. Two strokes rather than one. Then 16, I mean. But okay, let's see if we can get down. How far down did I say? Just a smidge. So that's one down. One down to a line. Okay. And that should be coming off of that now. But there, see, here's the problem. Just going one down from there creates a bigger space. So what we're actually doing is we're going to be going off of the bottom of that. So what am I doing here? What am I doing? What am I doing? Creating, carrying at the same place, the same angle as this. So I need it to be turned this way. So now I can turn it. But turn it based on this. Is it top or bottom? That's the bottom. Crap. Okay, I think I screwed that one up. Hey, puppy. Okay, so at least it's aligned. But now it's going to be the wrong side around. So this should bring it around to the correct side. There, that'll do it. Now, how far back is it? Which direction can it go? Only that direction. Okay, got it. So Where's our back end of this? Is right there. One. Is it really that simple? It really is. All right. I dig it. Does that stick out a little bit? Yes, it does. Okay, so we get rid of that. Then we get rid of that. And then we do that again. And there we go. Perfection. No, gosh darn it. One down. One down. Okay. One more time. There. Right under the nose. Okay. It's the kind of work that makes you go like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So I can get why some people may not even want to bother with that kind of work. But the result is going to be quite telling. All right, let's knock out the blocks. I wonder how long they're going to take to fix this problem. I don't even know if they know they have it. So I'm going to have to do my part and report it. Balloons and pressure plates take longer to break. Okay, so now we are going to have to actually add something to the bottom here, which is fine, in order to make the bottom flat. So, but this means that any part coming off of this edge is going to be angled. So anything under here is instantly a problem. So let's look at what we got. So I would love to have this on a straightaway. So that's a straight piece right there. It's going to find the point where this can all become straight. I think right about here may I actually do it. Well, that one is going to have to be a little weird. All right. I think the only place that this can actually begin to go straight is when it starts to go down. So that puts us into one more spot. So the ascent of the wing should start around here. There. That'll do it. The descent of the wing, not the ascent. Ascent is up, descent is down. DNA. The ascent of man. All right. So this next piece is how long are you going to be? We're going to treat these as all straightaways and try to match up the other side. Did I replace this piece? Why is it? It's a half step. It's a half step now. That was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. All right, let's see where we are. Sometimes a lot of work doesn't always work out. It's the process that's the more important part, at least for me. Beachside Boulevard, SuperNova Academy. I keep calling it superhero, but it's SuperNova. See, so this should actually take care of itself as well. As it goes over the edge, it will just match up naturally to where it needs to. Of course, I'm using a lot more pieces than I should be, but I'm not exactly worried about complexity on this. See, nice rounded curve of a wing. All the pieces are here for it. We just have to be willing to take that little bit of an extra step to get that accuracy. You know, for me, I decided a long time ago that accuracy was one of the more important parts of doing this. So I made my decision. There we go. See? Nice round. It's a Lego. It's a Lego life. The expedition is seriously, well, you can't even. Progress after level 20 super slow. I mean, I'm still at level 15. We're talking about level 20. All right, so here's the other thing that I need. Oh no, I didn't take it up far enough. That needs to be 3 high so that I could fit 2 levels of balloons under here. Let's check this out. We can. Oh no, 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 no. No, no, no. That's not what I want. Is what I want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to break a piece of this in order to get to the rest of it. Can I break it yet? Am I safe? I don't think I'm safe. Let me just make sure. Everything here is copacetic. All right, so just settle and make sure that, your entire edge can go the whole way, because that is coming over because the angle doesn't quite fit, is not completely perfect. You have to reset a couple times, or at least once, if it's a shorter angle. Now, this angle that we have is perfect for certain activities. Like, it's best for threes, but once we get over a certain length, or get to a shorter length where we can get more pinpoint accuracy in there, you can see the disparity between the angles. So we have to take 2 steps back, further down. What is that? Oh, that's email. There's a space in between. No, there's not supposed to be a space in between. Why is there space? All right. It is very important that there's no space in between. Can I stress that enough? So we have to come off of the bottom of this thing and reset it. So off of the bottom. So we can go to the top. All right. So now we have that. We should be able to come off of this. 1, 2, 3. And that should be the perfect place for that. And now that should be perfect. There you go. Flush. All because of one little mistake. Take out the block, and there we go. All right. So now we have to do that again. That entire bit. All right. Settling for it. It's just tiny mistakes sometimes that just get me down. But I think knowing how to fix them is just as important. So I'm not going to always have a perfect day. We don't. We tend not to. See the line? Red line, that red line right there? That should align to the top. As long as we have that, we're good. I was no, there's a comment on the Discord the other day where this guy was asking Haskins for some actually the blueprints of the or the and the tutorial on his castle, and he said that he was scared about messing things up, and my advice to him was go and get started. Expect to mess up. Messing up is part of the process. Messing up is how we learn. And anybody who's watched my builds, especially when I'm having like a bad morning or whatever, can attest to the fact that we make more mistakes trying to get it to the state that a lot of people come and find it in the first place. We're out here making the mistakes so that you don't have to, but we're learning from every single mistake we make. Of course, we can revel in our successes, but it's the failures more than anything else that make us do better, make us be better. It's really something that we should hold a lot closer to our chests. The realization that nothing is going to be perfect, at least not from the beginning. Like, for example, how I screwed up this wing, and now I have to try to figure out how to fix that. I don't know the two-man community quest either. It's ridiculous. All right. So now that we have that little space sorted out, our little mistake, as it were, let's get back into fixing it. No. All right, let's try that again. You, thank you. You come here. You guys need to play nice. Oh, really? What if I did that and that and that? Built up the front a little bit. Here we go. We're at the top. So we got to reset the front. Not a problem. Means we do have a little bit of a wider space to work on the balloons. So not always a bad thing. That's the back piece. All right, here we go again. The best part is that most of it will meet up eventually. Now, I really wish they had given us flat pieces. You know, instead of having that whole piece in there, a more of an angled piece. So without the rest of that going on, that would be nice. A little too nice, though. It's almost like a belief that we have to work for everything. Are we there yet? Is this a point? Is this a part where we break off? Are we there yet? I may have started too early. Yep, I started too early. My bad. All right, so I will let this guide us. Where we're supposed to be. So there. Then there. That's a 2. I used to have to do this before with using the 6s, 2x6s. That was fun. But you learn to count. That's right. You learn to count. Goes right to the edge. So let's take that back to begin here. 3, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the hope is that this part of the wing should be flat. This part might need a little of augmentation. Just to give it a little bit more extra. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe a little too much. All right. Now, let's get to the true purpose of this. And that is to add the balloons. So, as I was saying before about the underside, yeah, we need that. All right, so with the underside, we need to be able to have 2 sets of balloons in here. With this, we should be able to carry out, where is the top of that balloon? There it is. So that is the back side. Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Come here. There, you should be flush to there. Now this piece should be flush to there. Nope, that's not flush. I know so much minutia, but we are building a plane. And we are building a plane that we want to fly. So, a lot of minutia is involved. Oh, come on. What is the damage now? Needs supporting piece. Not even something's in the way. How are you off? Are you off by a little bit? You are off. Okay. Okay. Fine. I see how it is. Gonna make me do it. See how long it takes to break? They've either strengthened that to mess with us or it's just a bug. I really hope it's a bug. I'm going to be very upset. It's one way that you can actually make angled building impossible is by making it inconvenient. No, 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 no. Right. Do that again. When it's inconvenient, nobody wants to do it. Surefire way of keeping it in check. They've done this to us before. Like I said, don't know if it's an accident or if it's deliberate. There you go. Now I can put my balloons where I want them. Just don't make any mistakes. Yeah, I'm going to make the turbines underneath. It's a private plane, so I got to watch the size of my turbines. So I got to go look at the some reference photos and make sure that I'm doing the right. Seriously? 4 hits, man. 4 hits. Is anybody else having this level of difficulty, or is it just me? They really take a lot of the joy out of. You're not level either. Son of a biscuit eater. They're really gonna make me keep on doing this. Okay, that's it. It's personal. That's it. I'm taking it very personally now. All right. So I actually need this more for the balloons up here. Back here, we're going to need it more for thrusters. So let's examine that quickly. Because these thrusters are for forward, but they're also for turn. And the further out from the wings that we can make them, the more turn, the better turn radius we have. $9.33. All right. This is channel 1, I believe. These are all turn. We have thrusters set up just for forward movement. I don't have any reverse thrusters because the powered wheels are supposed to take care of that. It only goes backward when it's on the ground. Planes do not go backward in the air. Just a little reality check here. Let's take this out. There we go. Maybe we can get a little bit of extra boost. Why not? Faster turning has never hurt anybody. Well, that's a lie. See how many hits I have to take? It's like farming obsidian in the old days. Okay, let's take a look at that whole use my hands. It's worse. I've tried different workarounds. It's a lot worse. So yeah, no. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with it. Stuck with it, girl. Stuck with it, girl. Bada bang bang. Come on, and turn the radio on. It's Friday night, and it won't be long till I. Oh no. Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. I got what I need. All right, so this is going to present a little bit of a problem. Something that I completely forgot about. Okay, you know what? I'm going to forget about putting anything on there, and I'm going to focus more on the top because that just got complicated. I can't believe I've spent the entire stream working on a single wing. A single wing. Although the wing is a fairly intricate system, so I shouldn't sell myself short. It's because it's a single wing. But still, it's just a little frustrating. Because I know we have so much more to go. Every little bit, every extra bit in here helps. So let me see what I can do. Can I get one more? No, that's going to be slightly below. Things I'm a little nervous now about how this is going to play out. And if we're going to have enough lift. Yes, this can get a little complicated. This entire middle section here should be all lift. All right, I'm going to do it. Just going to do it. I wanted it a little further out, but sometimes once, well, the heart wants what the heart wants, and he ain't getting this time. So let me add a couple of up thrusters in here. These should keep it level while turning. Not just these two. We're going to have a whole section of them. So I got to turn that channel to channel. This is channel 1. It's channel 1. All right, this level 1. Come on. Treat me nicer. Thank you. I really don't like how we still get in our own way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to have a significant bump. Destroying these is going to be fun. But we're going to start high and then we're going to reduce. Okay, so we got balloons galore. That's going to hold up its own weight and the weight of the craft. So these are support when it's thrusting forward. I need upward lift. Upward lift is going to come from the front. And okay, so these are upward lift balloons. There are thrusters here. Upward. It's a channel 4. And this will be my blueprint for the next side. Three, and we have 8. Channel 4, 4, 4. And I think my whole point from earlier was never be afraid to build. You can only fail. Then you get up and go again. Otherwise, this game will get you down and it will crush you. The game is designed to crush you. Mars, Russia, dance on the stars. Oh, that may not be possible. Interesting. Because of the height of that, I may have to lower those. All right, let's see what we can do. Yep, does not like those. That's going to be fun. Does not like my balloons there either. Oh, we are going to have so much fun. Let's get rid of this. 9:44. 15 minutes. And we didn't even get the most important measurement. You know what the most important measurement is? How far back does the wing start? I couldn't even answer that question if you try to torture it out of me. How far back do the wings start? You see how nicely this is lining up? It's coming in quite nicely. Got a bit of a line, but nothing that we can't fix. See? Ta-da! It just keeps coming down. Now, what are we going to do with you guys? Oh, I get it. face to face with strangeness, greatness, and it's strange. It's adorable. It's great to see that some things never change. All right, so take a look at the wing. This curve right there. How can we fix that? Can we do a half? A half wall. Half rise. I just had it. Halfway through. Halfway to the gutter and the stars. Come on. Halfway. Yeah, what am I struggling? Easy way to do it. Just toss that down. There. Now I have my half space. A little unorthodox, but ultimately worth it. All right, so I'm going to have to lose some thrusters because those guys need to go. So I'll figure out something else for this. Oh no. Oh no. Means I'll lose 2. Nope. We have a top part. Shortcut. It's great to see that some things never change. Anyway, except you're welcome. I may actually want to just take that entire row. I like that a lot. I forgot how cool that was. Subtle, even. We're going to take that and carry it all the way to the bank. There we go. Nice and smooth. All right, what do we got here? What we got? You out of place, sir. I think you were blah, 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 blah. Would work better here. Nope. Not what I said. Would work better here. And oh. I think that's a good place to call it quits. And there's my wife. 9:50, 10 minutes to go. The next part of the Imperial shuttle is coming. It's just right now we have problems with balloons. So it's really hard for me to do the proper testing because it takes 4 axe swings to break a single balloon. It makes it makes doing any kind of calculations really impossible when you can't even calculate accurately every single time, because now in order to take one balloon out, it takes 4 times the effort. So the shuttle, the tail is there, but now we have to go and break a whole bunch of balloons because when I launched it, it shot up into the air, and it was not a good experience. I actually have it all recorded, and I could release that, but nobody wants to see that. So oh, why is the back gray? Oh, because some planes have a different color in the back. I could have made it blue or whatever. I decided, you know what, this is the villain. Maybe I should go black. But then I decided to go gray. And I did I build any of this off stream? This is the only parts I built off stream. But the idea was that you should be able to take the structure that I laid out and just follow this back, because I gave you the basic structure moving backward, and then you just move it in 1 1 1 all the way back to here. So these are all 8s, and it's a gradual narrowing of the tail. The hard part was the cockpit area. Did Gamer say something? What did he say? Okay, so see, there's the yacht. You have the base under construction. There's part of the helicopter, mostly. I hope that helps. Any other questions? I'll be glad to answer. Oh well, you retracted. You said bye, and then you retracted the message. Oh, all right then. Weird. Streams are weird, man. All right. Ooh, good. Gosh, that's a lot. Whoa. Okay, that is about how many pieces in there? 4, 3. Oh, do not like. Do not like. See if we can get this in here. We're just going to clean up a couple of edges. Make sure that it's not glaring on the outside. There we go. That's nicer. All right, so now I have to reconcile this with that, and I have to take care of this. So this is why it's hard to go and make any adjustments to the shuttle right now. See that? The thing that used to take 1 hit now takes 12 hits. And to do a single tutorial where I'm doing a lot of those hits. So I'm not entirely pleased, as you can possibly tell. The big question is if they're doing it to us deliberately or if it's something that they're going to fix pretty soon because it's really glaring. This is one of the things I mean about Epic making changes that make it a little harder for us to do things like tutorials because one small decision on their part has a huge impact. Now the turbines actually have to come in under here, so that's going to be fun. Let's see. Do we have a turned piece that we can bring this under? Yeah, we do. How flat is that? So, one edge. There we go. One edge all the way. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Today's going to be a better day. Let's go all the way. Insane Clown Posse. OCP. All right. What do we have? Floors. Marble floors and wooden floors. Superhero Academy. What's the biggest one you got? You got 8s, don't you? And you got 16s. How big are what do your 16s look like? Trying to work it out. Rich man, poor man. Never have to scream and shout. Oh, okay. So there is a bit of a curve there. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Today's gonna be a better day. Let's go all the way. Na 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 na. Okay, so we got a half stud area to deal with. Never have to scream and shout. Okay, because that is not exactly perfect. Yep. So, how do we deal with this? How do you want to deal with this? It's 10 o'clock. I gotta go. Work calls. All right. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I'm the Mad Puck 66. And, I do big builds. We're going to keep working on the villain jet. Today we worked on the wing. Let me know if there's any particular area you want me to go over so that I can go over it tomorrow first thing. Um, but I will not go ahead and work on any more of this because I know some of you guys want to get the complete build. So, anything that I can do to help get that done for you, please let me know so that I can, address it first thing and we can move forward properly. Like I have a base to build, I have like so much other stuff that I can take care of, so I don't need to be touching this off stream. So, but you can take a look at the landing strip, which is done by Ann Kitty and Rod. Did a great job. Had I added these lights extra because these are awesome. But the landing strip was done by Ann Kitty and Rod, and it's a good landing strip, regardless if it's uh villain, hero, or just a regular guy, regular millionaire, or regular airplane. Anyway, thank you for joining me. We're going to continue our villain week as the rest of the gang stream in Expedition. Go watch Kaboom Haskins. I believe they're streaming today. Go find any member of the Craftopia community. They're going to be streaming some fights in Expedition and leveling up. So go and watch, or better yet, go and join in, level up, join Expeditions. Fortnite Lego Fortnite Expeditions now available in the game. So anyway, I will see you guys later. Dance it out. And bye.
She said, my love is like a flower. I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my boy.